Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome to the Luxurious Lounge. I'm Michael.
and I'm Mark.
Yay, we're doing our summer wrap up for all the festivals.
Yeah, it was a great one, wasn't it, Mikey?
Yeah, it was so busy, so busy. So we're starting off with Shambhala first.
Yeah, so Shambhala was actually a really great experience. We went about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'll just go over some recap of what we did. So,
Yeah.
Shambhala is day zero, Mike. What do you think about that?
Oh, it was very much like day one. It was like so much stuff to do. I feel like there was like so many people. Like this year's the most people I think I've ever seen at Shambhala. It was like I don't know, like they say it's either was it 25,000
So
or
it was a lot. There was a lot of people. I know it was just when the amount of people at first, I was not expecting. I guess I know all the
Yeah.
stages weren't open, but it seemed like it was just a lot more congested, a lot more people than ever. So I'm excited to see what the next and the Shambhala University, which is coming up this year coming. I'm excited to see how that's going to go.
I'm sure it'll be so busy and maybe so. I think it's almost sold out already, from what I heard. It's gonna be sold out
It's
really
gotta
fast.
be. So
Yeah.
if you get your tickets, get them now.
Get on that. Get on
Yeah,
that.
because you got a luck.
Yeah.
So a couple things we went over. We kind of had experience there. One was we actually got a chance to really get a more of a intrinsic connection with people at the pagoda, which is very fun.
Mhm.
So it was interesting because Mikey, myself, and Megatron, which is our other really close friend that hangs with us, we decided to kind of venture out and check out new things. And we were so fortunate that one of our really good friends, which is Lioness, she was able to help us get tickets to go check out the backstage of Pagoda.
Passes.
Yeah, so we went back there, and going back there, we met really nice people, the crew, because we actually, if you guys don't know, we were a part of the living room. We still are a part of the living room crew. We're a big part of them, even though we do DJ as well.
Mm.
So we were able to actually meet the other side, the other stages.
Yeah.
So Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, it looks great. Like I think the green room is amazing. They're amazing green room. The staff's very friendly, very nice. Yeah, it was very different, but very cool to see like how they operate and how they deal with things there. It was very nice, and everyone was very, especially the bartenders and the people working back at the bar, the ladies at the bar, and everyone was just so friendly, so nice.
Shout out to you ladies, because you guys did an amazing job. You made us feel very welcome.
Yeah.
We felt very honored to be back there and be able to talk to everyone.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was fun. And not just that, so we also went there, and we also went to the Boom Boom Room, which is it's another kind of area part of that segment of that area where we were able to meet a couple. We met a couple of kind of Megatron actually helps in the living room. She has a title, and she met someone that's very similar to her that does the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's what's really cool.
So they were able to meet, and they have the exact same personality, which is very interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Because you have that kind of personality to do that kind of job, which is really cool for them. So that was really cool. So much fun.
And also we met DJ Neighbor, which he actually he ran the Funk Jam at the Funk Jam. If you guys don't know, if you've been to Shambhala for years, you already know what it is.
Yeah.
But Funk Jam basically is in the fractal forest. It's the last day where everyone just goes out and they just play like deep disco, and everyone just has a good time and
or funkier music in general.
Yeah, funkier music. It could be house too, but
yeah.
DJ Neighbor was phenomenal. He lives in San Francisco, so me and him have been in contact. He's just a really cool guy.
Yeah,
shout out to him. And I say I really enjoyed his set of music.
Yeah. So it's nice lady too. Yeah, it's really sweet too. Yeah, so that was really fun. What else did we get to do? We have to check out a lot of. Normally we don't get to go to the vendors too often, so I kind of wanted to get a feel of it. I felt like some of them were really amazing. Some of them were like really not that great. I'm not gonna I don't want to say too much about that. I'll just say that the ones that were really great. Always the burgers are great at Shambhala. They're really good.
The burgers, the donuts are always amazing. We're gonna steer away from people that we kind of didn't like, but I'm gonna say this: if you're part of the Farmly group, you can see very easily. They tell you exactly.
Yeah, and actually, in general, if you're coming to Shambhala, you should definitely join the Farmly page. It's Farmly page. for Shambhala, because then you get a lot of kind of heads up of what to look for,
What to expect,
what to avoid. Like this year's a lot of long lines and things of that nature. It's good to know, like, okay, what's the best time to do this? Where can you find this? Where do you find that? Or if maybe you heard of some terminology you don't understand, or heard of, or places you don't understand where they are. The Farmily is a good place to get information on all those things.
Yeah. So just a good keynote to keep in your mind when you're traveling to Shambhala.
Yeah.
So that, and also, so one interesting thing we see, because there's always a random kind of, if you go to any festival, there's always a random kind of craziness that happens at festivals. One of the most interesting things I didn't get to see, but my brother got to see, and also Megatron, they saw someone dressed as Forrest Gump running through all the stages.
Just crazy. Yeah. So basically he just ran, and Shambhala is very big. So I don't know how long of a run that would be, but he ran through every single stage, and we would have to be in the living room when he was fully crowded when he ran through. It was like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. So shouts to him. I don't know who he is, but like that was really cool to see. There's always people with like their own take on things, they spin it and make it really cool. I like it.
Yeah, that was really fun. That's interesting.
Sorry, I know my voice is almost gone because we've been working for the last couple weekends in a row, so it's been a full-on thing for us both. Yeah.
So the next thing too we got to do was Megan, we helped deliver some artwork, so we were able to actually go to the village. And I always, for some reason, I think we always forget, because we get so busy with everything we do at the festival, that they have an art gallery inside of the village, and it's a beautiful gallery. So just shout out to those vendors and also people who actually help run the gallery. It's not an easy task, and they even change the
they rotate it every 2 days, or if you it starts down with the same art, which is really cool too, right?
But just if you can, I would say just support your local artists, support them, go out and just check out the art and just give them some love, because it's not easy to be an artist and start and try to. It's also not easy to showcase your art too. But it was amazing. All the art was beautiful. One of the art pieces that stood out to me was this huge owl someone drew. I don't know who it was, but it was amazing painting. It's really beautiful.
It's cool. And again, the staff there is very friendly, very nice, and they're very knowledgeable about what they're doing too, which is really cool too.
For sure. So our performance. So this last year we performed on the stage,
the main stage
at living room, but this year we got a chance to actually perform at Sukasa. And a lot of people I saw at Farmily, they asked, "Where is Sukasa? What is it?" Mike, can you tell me what that is?
So basically Sukasa is the old rabbit hole. So they changed it, and if you know where it is, it's almost like the way I describe it is across from the living room stage, and it's like almost like a nightclub inside of the festival, which is so cool because you get a more intimate feeling and get a little closer with the artist there. So we had to actually to perform there, and we were one of the last acts of the night, so we got to play way longer than we were supposed to, which is great. And it was just so filled with people, and everyone was in such a good mood, and it was just a really, really incredible experience. Shout out to the people who helped do that too.
We were so honored that security and everyone allowed us to play longer. It was funny because we were actually we were only supposed to play a couple of hours, but then people kept asking, "Okay, encore, we want more." So we wanted to have fun and enjoy it. And then also people wanted to stay out and kind of vibe more. So it was good to.
Yeah, it's very vibey. I say, and people use that word kind of like really loosely, but like when I say vibey, I mean it's more like a more intimate, closer feel, and take away from the festival, which makes it just more like you get a more in-depth
and a more personalized kind of
feeling. It was a great experience. It was so much fun.
We thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, and also shout out to the artists that actually played there too. All the artists there, they were amazing.
All the DJs were
really great DJs there. So.
Yeah.
So at the end of the night, so at the end of the festival, well, a couple things. Well, first we actually had a chance to walk. This year we had a chance to walk through the whole entire festival, like go through the whole area. Because if you don't know, the festival is really spread out really far when it comes to camping and to that. So we sometimes don't get a chance to go and explore everything. So this time we got a chance to walk all the way down the road. Yeah. And we didn't know that all the campsites there labeled by fruits.
Yeah, the more it's all the fruit, the further. I just kind of noticed that it's kind of the further the way it is, right? So we actually got to walk to the very outskirts, like the very edge of the complete festival, which I didn't realize there was an actual stopping point that leads to someone else's property, which I didn't know that either. So that's really cool to see that, right? And then we got to walk all around the whole entire perimeter, which you're walking by the river, walking through. It's really really cool experience.
Yeah, it's really cool to see.
We try to do it like once a year, or try to do it once every like. But this year we got to go further back than we ever been. We only want just one side. We said we the whole entire thing, which is cool.
That's really nice.
Yeah. It was funny because we actually tried to sneak that we came back in and security kind of saw us. But we were our bands to go because we're camped inside the festival. So it's funny how like they're like who are you? What are you doing here? I was like, oh, we're just walking around, whatever. And then the person was like, oh, Mike, are you
luxury?
Luxury? I said, no, Luxurious. He knew exactly who we were, which is crazy. Oh yeah, I know you guys. Oh my God, it's good to see you. It's so funny. It's always random. Street Guard knew who we were, so it's random that you people just all over the place. It's great.
It was really a great experience.
I think the summer was amazing, completely amazing. I think the parts people were talking about. You check the Farmly page to see who were not, but leaving was really hard for people because there's so many people leaving. So I recommend if you're going to go to Shambhala and you're gonna party a lot, you should probably stay a day or two, stay an extra day to get yourself together, because leaving out of there there's no point in waiting in line all day and you might still not even get out. So just stay for extra day to you're good to go.
And the good things about the vendors that they stay a bit longer too. So if you get a chance, if you have to stay just at that whole night, that end of the festival, they will stay. And they still you still get food and stuff there. So we highly recommend you have to stay. If you need to stay for a little bit and then did it, because there's no point of wasting gas and sitting in your car waiting.
Yeah, in the heat. Makes sense. Yeah.
So should we take a break?
Yeah, so I'll go break. Okay. See you in a bit. And we're back.
So we're about to end the session about Shambhala, but before I end, we could be so remiss if we didn't talk about going to the back of the pagoda at the end of the night. We were invited to hang with the crew, and they had
a movie night, which is
an amazing movie night where we were just sit on couches and watch
the movies.
A huge movie on the back. So if you're familiar with the pagoda, it's a huge tower. So on the back of it, there's it's flat, so there was actually project of a movie. So we got to watch Big Trouble in Little China. So it was so nice.
It was so nice. That also was really cool. One of the things that stood out this year too was the fire performance at the living room. So if you didn't see the fire performance in the living room, it was absolutely incredible. Like I've seen, I went to Freezer Burner, went to all. I've been to Astro, seen so many fire performances. This is the best one, hands down. Like for sure. Just the athleticism of them being able to be on top of each other and doing crazy stuff. Like I've never seen that before. So that was kudos to those people. That was the best I've ever seen. Like they lit this stage on fire. Literally, it was great. It was great.
It was really great.
Yeah.
So we ended up actually finishing the festival there. And after going back to our friend's home to stay for a bit, we got a chance to actually perform at Easy Tiger, which is a small little
speakeasy
inside of Nelson. So in the town of Nelson. So we got a chance to actually perform there, and we did like a 4-hour set. And it was amazing. It was so much fun. It was a group of intimate people, our friends, and we were able to play. And it was just the owner was so friendly, so nice.
The staff was very friendly.
Very friendly. And honestly, if you had a chance, definitely check out Easy Tiger. It's not so to try to get there in it as early as you can, because there's not a lot of seating.
It's limited, very limited.
But when you get a chance to go there, I guarantee you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it's very good. I would take a small group of intimate friends to go. That's a great place to go. And their people were just brilliantly nice, and everyone was staff was hospitable. They're great. Yeah. Yeah.
So the next thing we'll talk about is, do you want to talk a little about vibes? Nancy?
Oh yeah, so Vines Festival. So this year we actually got to play at Vines. Mark wasn't with us for this particular one. Vines Festival was very fun this year. I think what was great about it was it felt like very dialed in terms of community. It was really cool. I really liked the music I heard was very different. It was very I would say there's a lot more variety in music than it was in the previous years. I kind of felt it was kind of very similar the last couple of years. This year I felt like they really dialed in pretty well. Our personal set was very fun. Like I felt like that was like so much fun. It was a breath of fresh air after like you know it was very more relaxed. It's not as maybe with Shambhala at all, but it's very like a grassroots kind of effort, kind of festival, and there's a lot more workshops, and it's very more laid back. So I think that if you want to like learn how to do certain things, like maybe you want to get more into your flow art, or maybe you want to learn more about meditation or more about that, that's a great festival to go to. And yeah, I think it's a good one for kind of like workshopping, understanding, but well, more on a chill level, because Friesburg has workshops too, but it's very different. It's more how to create a cup or how to do this. This is more of like okay, how can I create long-term effects in myself to like to be more relaxed in terms of meditation, in terms of being more grounded. That's kind of festival that Vibes is. It's really cool. Yeah, shout out to Galloway and Sophia. That was really so much fun. I really liked it a lot. We had a good time. I had a bit of an incident when I first got there because me and Brent went to go see the horses, and I pet the horses, and when I came back, my face had swelled up really bad, which typically I'm not allergic to horses at all. But yeah, I like to count the Isle of Dr. Moreau with it, so just more. But it was great. So I went and saw to the medics were great. They took care of me very promptly, as fast as they could, and I recovered very easily, which is good. So then you just figure out what I'm allergic to. So I don't think it's horses. I've ridden mules, I've ridden horses, I never had that kind of experience before. So yeah, that was very interesting. But no, it was fun. Our friends were there. It was great, and yeah, it was. Were there any sets that stood out in my mind? I feel like my friend. Matt Hatter played. I think that he was really good. I think that was the best I've ever heard him play. Until we went to the next festival we're talking about. That was like he just blew out of the water for that. So yeah, that's it for vibes. I don't think there's much I can say. The food is great. The crate vendors there are just absolutely amazing. They're great, just amazing. Yeah.
Cool. So we'll go to Womp next. So the Womp is the last festival we did, and the Womp, if you don't know, is in Evansburg. Yeah, so it's Evansburg and Alberta, and it's actually a small town, not many people, less than 200 people, but it's a really great festival. So this festival, we had a chance to, I guess we'll talk about the experience of getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there isn't too hard because Michael, if you don't know, our crew, two-thirds of our crew lives in Edmonton.
Yeah.
So it's like an hour away. So we got there. Wasn't too bad. We set up fairly easily. I know. We got a chance to actually see all our friends there. We got connected with them, and then we actually had a chance to perform there too as well. So the good thing about this year was the weather wasn't as bad. If you don't remember, if someone was there last year, they know the weather was so bad where it was a point where it got kind of dicey. Looking at the clouds and a lot of people's tents were flying out of the air and being destroyed because of the weather. This year it was good. It did a little bit of rain on Saturday, but it was other than that, it was really great.
Yeah, I would say this year for Womp, I feel like because we're OGs, we've been there since the very beginning, which was when it very first started. I would say what really like improved, elevated was definitely the sound quality of
oh yes,
it was very good. I feel like I really got to hear all the intricate sounds and details of different sets, which is great. Sometimes you don't get to hear that because it gets muffled a bit.
And also as a techie, the visuals, just the visuals, the visuals are almost a level as a higher end festival.
And I thought it was on Walt Disney World. I was going to see like animatron. It was so like I'll see a holograph of when it used to. So it was really good.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Like, amazing.
Favorite. I'd say the favorite. I'd say stage was the Dollhouse stage. The stage before it was honestly, that was absolutely. I thought I was looking at the movie bar. It was it was amazing.
We didn't know what to expect. We heard about the Dollhouse, but then once we got there and saw, it's beautiful,
breathtaking.
They did an amazing job, just the detailing of
Yeah.
painting the paint of the color of the walls to what's
tile
inside of
shoes, the sofas, how everything looked. It looked so it's visually appealing that as you look at it, you'll see your eye gets fixated on something different. It was so amazing. Really
Pretty
cool.
awesome. So
Yeah.
we got a chance to actually perform at the Dollhouse, like
Yeah.
was talking about, and
Yeah.
I would say so. Before we performed, Frequency and Synchronicity played before us, and
Those are good
which
friends.
is Matt Hatter and Ty Monique. They're people actually that are part of that group, and we tell you their music was phenomenal.
It was great.
Out of this world.
great.
Watching Ty Monique dance, it was just
Mm.
beautiful, like just amazing. I mean, her improv of dancing and her knowledge
Yeah.
of just different skills.
Mm.
Phenomenal. She's one of the best
Yeah.
dancers out there, I have to say.
Yeah, she
What do
is.
you think, Mikey?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's absolutely phenomenal. I think Matt is the best that he's ever played. Was this one? Both the last two festivals were amazing for him. And then we got to perform after. So when I tell y'all,
the cool thing was this. Before we get to our performance, the cool thing was this. So since we saw Tommy dancing, we decided, we'll help. We want to be a part and help. Not that they need our help, but we just want to jump in, and because we're all family, we're all close. So Mike jumped in and danced with Tommy at the top of the Dollhouse, and it just became this thing where because if you don't know, Mike is just a spectacular dancer. So them together dancing, I think it just drew people in the beginning, and then once we performed, the cool thing is Ty Monique actually came dance with us, which is So,
yeah, and then that was like it was like almost like the spirit of dance came into our bodies, possessed us, and it was insane. Like the dancing, I'll say my brother, he Candy crushed it. He did so amazing. I was so proud of him. And Ty, it was like literally at one point it was like splits on splits on splits. I didn't split then Ty, Monique, and Mark. We all did splits back to back. It was just the energy was so amazing. And people come up to me after saying how that was their favorite set for the whole thing. And
people were asking us about where we learned to dance, where we from. Like it was just it felt so good to actually kind of have that energy kind of transfer to other people and have them kind of have that same experience, because as much as they enjoyed watching it, we really enjoyed doing it. We enjoyed performing it.
I even told Ty, I told Frequency and Synchronicity, I told them that was the best experience I've had dancing with anyone. Period. Yes. And I've done choreographed dancing with floats, for parades, for shows and everything. That was like the funnest I ever had. Period.
And when I tell you, like it was like
most fun.
It was like ballroom, voguing. It was bachata. It was Latin. It was everything you think of. We
all use the props that were inside the Dollhouse. There's so many props. It was just so much fun.
At one point, so there's a prop at the top of the Dollhouse where it's a vacuum cleaner and it has like gumballs inside of it. Ty Monique took the vacuum cleaner and started dancing and vacuuming in the house. There's a blender inside the other room. I took a blender. I was pouring drinks. It was fun. Everything was utilized. There's nothing.
Nothing was left. It was fun.
I mean, I'm gonna give you a quote that someone sent us in our DMs, and it's not us. This is someone else actually writing this. So, Fab Life of Cat said the performance was top tier. The music, dancing, looks, vibe was giving me everything. You ate that and left no crumbs. Can't wait to see your performance again.
Yeah, that was so much fun. So if you miss a performance, I'm sure somebody recorded it. I mean, like sometimes I really want people to experience, Luxuryus experience, also Synchronicity. But sometimes if you miss it, it's like if you ain't there, you ain't. I mean, like
you don't even have the story.
I mean, you're hearing a story, right? So hopefully there's videotapes, you get to see it, but like if you can make it, always try your best to you can, because like I'm a person where I support. If I know you're an artist and you're trying your best, I want to see what you can do. And shout outs to there's a few people I heard, Yetz. I think Yetz is the new artist I heard.
Yetz. Clank, amazing. We appreciate you. Your music was so good.
I feel like a lot. I love music, and also Monkey Twerk. I always love Monkey Twerk, right? Because there are mentors who always have respect for them. But to me, it's like a lot of the times it sounds very similar, sounds very same. But to me, when you're able to do something very unique, sounds different. It's not conventional sounds, and it sounds different. I'm immediately drawn to it, because to me, it's like there's so much out there that's very similar. So if you're doing your thing and you're unapologetic, and I have tons of respect and tons of like admiration. We rock with you 1000%. So really, really good job to do DJs out there. I can't remember the other DJs. A few DJs that we met. This girl who played after us was really good too. Yes. There's some people that I really like think they need more exposure. So and how you show them exposure, you guys should just show up to their sets and be there and like support them. Show them love, because like they don't know you love it unless you're there giving them props and giving them love, right? So it's important that you have bodies in the seat or bodies standing in front of you to know that.
And
so,
speaking of support, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Send us some stars. We're here. We want you to. We want to have an experience with you. So please. We honestly want to be able to give you more content, and actually we have a lot more things coming in future. So please help.
Yes, so I don't dig it to you guys that we're doing way more streams. We're gonna have it more dialed in. It's gonna be a lot more active. Yeah, we just been gone all summer performing and working. So now that we're not working as much, we can start working on this Restream, which is great. So
and remember, even if you don't catch the live, if you still watch the video, still like it, still comment. We still want to respond to you.
We're still gonna go check and see what you wrote, see what you said. So so again, how you show support is by showing up, by letting us see being visible. Being visible was what shows support for us. Yes. So
a little break. And
then a little break, and then we'll go to the last part of our segment. Okay. We're actually gonna do a unboxing in a bit too. So that'll be fun too. Yeah.
Be back.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Hello. Ooh. So we're back, and the last segment we're talking about is going to be K-Days.
Yes, K-Days it's basically like a carnival that's here in Edmonton. So I typically try to go one time a year to it. It was pretty massive this year. Only I'll say the plus about K-Days, there's so many food vendors. The food's very good. If you want to try some unhealthy foods that you've never tried before, like fried Oreos, fried Snickers, things like that, that's kind of place. That's where you want to go to, like, get your fix for that kind of stuff. I would say there was way too many vendors. I feel like they could cut half the vendors that had more activities. Oh, wow. It'd be so much better. I feel like I'm gonna say 2/3 of the whole entire thing was like just food.
So it's food driven.
Yeah. So that's the kind of I take a negative from that. I take away from that. The positive was the vendors inside the actual building, inside of the expo center. That was amazing. They have so many cool stuff, right? So. So that carnival things, the carnival games look a lot of fun. Those are cool. I think they need more I don't know, more active things. I don't know what you could add more, maybe like a go-karting or something like that. Something, or I don't know. It needs a little bit something to judge it up a bit. But also a lot of the main acts. I'm not into those main acts, so I feel like you should have more of a diverse main acts so people can come and see. Like, I think that would help that as well. Beyond that, it was pretty family-friendly. A lot of kids were there and stuff. I want to do an unboxing. So we did, I went to the vendors inside the Expo Center. And if you don't know, me and Mark are a huge fan of Demon Slayer, a huge fan.
Anime in general.
Yes. So there's an anime booth, and shout outs to them. They're great. They had these surprise boxes, right? So basically you buy a box and you don't know what you're getting. So I'm actually going to unveil it right now. Let's see. So this the set I got for my purchase. So I don't know what's in it. We're gonna figure out what's inside. Shall we check and see? Yeah, see. Let's see. First time I open it up. I had this for almost like 2 weeks. Let's see. So first up, what's this? Oh wow, this is really nice. Oh, it's a binder, a book. Yeah. Wow, this is really nice.
That's nice.
So I keep notes with my demon slayage, my slay. Slay every day.
That's really cool.
Okay. What else? Let's see.
That's really nice.
Oh man, this is really cool.
Oh, cool.
Oh, buttons. I love buttons. You don't know, I love buttons. These are really cool buttons. All the characters. Look at that.
Look at them. Yep.
I'm gonna give my brother one for these too.
Oh,
this is really, and a magnet. And a magnet.
It's really neat.
And a magnet. This is really cool. This is on my fridge. It's so nice, huh?
That is so cool.
That is really cool. Hey, what else you got? Got a keychain. Oh, I love this. The keychain. Look the keychain. You guys see it? It's hard to see. There you go. Keychain. Cool.
That's so neat.
It's really cool, right? Some of the main characters. This is a poster. Oh man, this is really nice. Yes.
Cool.
Yes, yes, yes. This is great.
That's
This is
really
so and the last thing I got, that's the last thing. It is just like a, oh wow, what is this? A game mat. A game mat. Oh, it's really nice.
Oh,
A game mat.
nice.
Yay. This is so cool.
That's so
Yeah.
dope. Oh,
Wow. So I definitely come back to them with the game next year. I'll probably buy 2 or 3 of these things. That was great. That was so
cool.
amazing. I'm so excited. That was great.
Awesome.
Yay. Yay. So that concludes our live stream. Again, like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to us. You know, being visible means a lot to us. So we know that you're watching. That's important, but also just meshing, commenting, that means a lot more to us,
Yes.
right? So we'll see you new at work.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So again, we're going to continue our live stream. We're going to do more. I know we were on hiatus for a little bit, but now we're back on. We're going to get these numbers moving because we need everyone to share, and tell your people, tell your mama, tell your friends, tell your enemies. We want them all. We want them all. So we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and also don't forget, if you ever see us out at Festival Thing, show us some love because we would love to get that love back.
Yeah, you said hello. I saw you on the live stream. That's good enough too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, that's it from Luxurious.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you next time. Okay. Bye. Have a good day.